We're underway. Ball in the air. Hollands. Great tap down in the middle. Ball comes clear. Fitzsimmons tries to crash through a tackle. Can't do so. Running onto the football for Cryo's Uteki. He picks it up. Hooks it around the body towards half forward. Showing a bit of pace there was Key. Picks it up for North Geelong. Handball back to Hollands. Hollands now. Oh, gee, that was perhaps as he kicked the ball. I'll reserve judgment.
Might have staged it a bit too, I think. He jumped.
Yeah, so Cornwall into the corridor at centre half, back to Barry O'Toole. He goes long to half forward.
Good kick, Barry.
Great mark, Jason Burke. Chips it out wide. No. Running back is Watson. That's a poor kick. Probably the worst he's done for the day. Across the face of goal for North to Matheson. Matheson out wide. Jones on his own. Takes the mark and they're away. He's got player on centre wing. He finds him in, beg your pardon, Woods. Woods now. Well, that's
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a pretty poor effort right in front of our broadcast position where Hune, he kicked the ball, then just a loose tackle over the shoulder, and that's not what's necessary because the free kick is down the ground. And
Podner's not a bad kick. No, he might nearly be within distance.
I would reckon he's right within distance.
Podner has the kick. Man on the mark, Barry O'Toole, is right on 50. So Podner with the bruise behind him. A real chance here to get first goal for the quarter for North Geelong, and this would be a very good start to the quarter for them. Run probably a bit too close to the man on the mark, but he's got the ball in the air. That's a magnificent kick, Blake Podner. That's goal number 3 off his boot.
Oh, you would be.
He would be so disappointed. Back in the middle, Holland's probably just got the best of that, but that man Hune would bring the ball to ground. Comes off hands, Danny Ruck gets the ball out. Can't get through. Lewitzi there for North Geelong, trying to get it away. Fall on the ball is Key. Coming out through the middle there to who is that? It's Wade. Wade's got the ball. He's going to drive it long, looking for
good mark.
Can't find his Woods out marks for North Geelong, and Woods will bring the ball to the outer side of the ground. Bryant
free kick
in the contest. Take him out of the contest did Hunter, and Bryant will have the ball. A little bit proppy is Bryant. Comes off hands though, drives the ball forward via Reynolds. Reynolds kicks down, and that is a solid mark there to Schwenneson. Kane Schwenneson goes to a lead, probably kicks a little bit too far. The kick not quite on for Clark, was it? No, it was Hardiman.
High tackle.
Country line, he's almost up the player's race. He's that deep into the pocket. But this is just about where Hume kicked one at the end of the last half, of the last quarter. Hardiman comes in. Sends it up, lets the wind try to do the work for it, brings it round but not enough. Cryo players will come over the top and spoil.
Clark at half forward, round the body, a pretty casual sort of a hook, and in fact out of bounds on the full. It was marked by Corio anyway. Now what's the umpire doing?
Now back over the mark.
Oh dear, oh dear. And
it's not a good sign.
No, it
doesn't look like a good sign at all. If North have already got one off, that looks like Daniel Key, is it not?
He's off for the day too.
And that looks like an arm injury of some sort.
Maybe a collarbone even.
So back to the play. Ball across the face of goal to Parker for Cryo. They continue out wide to Laurie. Takes the mark, half-back flank. Now along the line. Long kick. Hune, well, he tried to get Fitzsimmons out of the play. That's a high tackle the other way. That's Corio. Umpire signalled.
He's done it again, Hune. He did it again. He's given away another free.
Well, that's poor because the free kick was his in the first place, I would have thought.
Yep.
And Troy towards half forward. Up high, up early. At the back of the pack, Hardman can't.
Well, the thing is, you're not allowed to touch him above the shoulders.
Ball comes in, Ruck. Puts the ball to advantage. It'll probably go back out of bounds again unless Wright can get onto it. He tries to bring it back inside. Umpire netball court side of the ground in that pocket. Ruck can't get the ball down. It'll be Schwenneson, I think, might have got the best of that. And a free kick. Or is it Hollands? It might be Hollands out there.
I think you're right the first time.
That was the first time it was Schwenneson.
Yeah.
So Schwenneson with the ball. Free kick from the throw-up contest. He is probably 40 out from goal. Needs to use the wind to bring it back around, so he's going to have to fade it out. Comes in. Puts the ball on the boot. It's a good kick. Oh! Clark up over the
top. For the day.
Great mark.
Crackers.
What a cracker of a mark. That is similar to his mate Breggy, and Breggy's not out there, but Clark's filled the role. He's right on the point post, though.
He's going to have to do a Breggy with the kick.
He's going to have to spin this one round the corner.
There's Breggy back on the bench now.
So Clark comes in, says it's planting Barry O'Toole's too close. Comes in.
No, mate.
Now he's given 50.
Now he's given 50.
Oh.
I think there's a little bit of...
a bit of conning going on there.
Yeah, I think there's a 3-card trick, and he had 7 aces. So he's Sam Clark into the open goal, and will kick a goal. That will be his...
Bloke moved before he did, so it's 50. It's a bit of a catch-22.
So in the middle, ball tapped down to Hune for Corio to half forward. And there's a great mark. In fact, there's another North Geelong player. It's
Bryant.
It is, who was on... there's a mark dropped by Burke to Burke. It was picked up there by Perchek. He has a pot shot at goal.
Trying to get Brian off as quick as they can. Doggy wants him to get him off quicker as the ball comes in. Big long kicks come over the back. Will fall in the back.
That's Brian
out there.
It was Luke Parker.
That's Parker, is it? Comes off hands. Corio get the ball back down. Picked up there by Watts. He'll go round 1, round 2. Oh, good use of the body. Has a bounce. Gets away from his player. Goes to the leading player in Fitzsimmons. He can't gather the ball though. Corio will butter up there in the form of Hayes. Gets the ball around side to Ruck. Ruck will go back to Hayes. Under pressure quickly, needs to do something with it. Schwennerson delivers a tackle just as he kicks and they go sideways. But the ball will end up in the hands of Matthew Wade.
It's actually a man off his woods, and I think he's had a leg problem earlier in the year.
Okay.
So, up to the outer side of the ground. Leading in the race for the ball and flying with Shane Burke. Tries to deliver the ball back down. He's still in and under. Still chasing the ball is Burke. Picks up off hand. Gets a handball away.
And strength.
Great tackle from Van Creek and gets the ball away. Whistle on play. No, come from the netball court. It was right in and under there. Big group of players fall on the ball. Spills out to the outer side. Comes out to Fletcher. Fletcher will get the ball to bounce to his favour. Tries to burn off his player. Can't quite. Comes in over the top. Then again is Hune. He tries to take one on and another. That will be holding the ball. Play on at advantage called to Fletcher. He goes forward. Finds Schwennerson. Kane Schwennerson leading in the race for the ball. Tries to burn off his opponent. Oh, does it well. Goes around 1. Goes around the second player. Gets the kick away. Is it good enough to get through? Touched off the...
Grubby, and they are a bit more purpose, and they look like they could score. As the kick in now for Corio is half-back flank. Another chip pass for Laurie. He takes the mark. Still half-back flank inside defensive 50 for Corio. Kicking against what Bruiser is, and the wind certainly held that up, and there's a mark running with the flight of the footy by Hollands. Very courageous.
Courage.
Very strong mark, as Grubby said. It was courage. Pack coming towards him, and he was happy to stand and take the mark. Surely doesn't reckon he kicked the goal there, does he? Man in the mark 52 metres from goal. So umpire called him to play on. Certainly didn't give him the necessary 20 seconds, but great mark in defence for Corio's side as they go down the corridor. Dangerous kick looking for and finding Shane Burke at centre half back. Goes to the left foot. Good looking kick. Going to centre wing looking for brother Jason, and takes the mark and plays on quickly, but he's got not much to kick to up forward except Barry O'Toole takes the mark right on or just outside forward 50, almost collapsed kicking the ball then. Bazza, it was a pretty big effort, picked up by Berg, handball forward to was it Perchek, goes goalward, has missed again.
He missed that one.
4 behind. True.
Luke Parker bring the ball back into play for North Geelong. Driving long kick almost to the centre of the ground. Over the top it comes Bryant. Podner will get the tap to Bryant's advantage. Comes off hands. Hunter couldn't get the ball away for Corio. Butters up there over the top. Podner, little kick off the ground to advantage. Then picks up. Gets the ball to Bryant. Not a good handball, but Bryant's going to be able to turn around and burn off his player into the centre half forward position. Drives the ball long, looking for Clark over there. He'll take the mark. Good use of his body. Just a gentle little use of his body. And Clark will take the mark and a probable sure goal at the 12-minute mark of this quarter, and North are using the win well.
Okay, he's all strapped up back on the bench. He looks as if he's going to come on.
Like he was gone, didn't he?
Through she goes. All clear. All clear.
Him very, very tightly.
Stewart back on the ground and gets the tap to Berg. He can't take the ball with him. Gets a little chip up into the air. Troy for North Geelong. A give to Podner. Takes a bounce 1. Takes a bounce 2. He's at the half forward line. He could go all the way here. Drives the ball long again. It could be Clark 2 on 1. It flies. It was the dummy fly, and I think the man at the back might be Paul Breggy.
It is in the goal square, sitting on his own.
He's done the big fly, taken the 2 defenders straight to him, and sitting over the back Johnny on the spot was Paul Breggy, who will run in.
Flew and didn't even put his hands up, did he?
No, didn't even need to. Breggy walks in, the simplest of goals. His first.
Oh, too, so be careful, son. You don't want to
So
get
in the middle, 50-50 the ruckman. Ball comes clear tackle there on right. Oh, it's a second tackle. Ball spills clear. Umpire says play on. See, the tackling in there's ferocious game. So Stewart and Hollands both tap the ball the same way. It ends up back in the arms of Stewart. Can't get rid of it. Comes to ground. Ball now taken by Louisi it was, and
Fletcher.
it finally comes to Fletcher. Now to Van Creeken. Now here go North. Long handball to right. Now they've opened it up. A good kick here is what's required. Coming forward strongly as Clark. Doesn't take the mark, but certainly makes a contest. Kick off the ground to advantage in the arms of Swennerson. Hooks it around the body, has gone right across everything. No, he's across the face, gets up behind.
Gee, he had a bloke running down through the middle. He should have just popped it over the top.
Yes, good call. 11-11, 77 North, 9-8, 62 Corio. Durandi Cyclone Sports third quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes gone.
So Laurie with the ball to bring the ball back into play. Looking for an option. Umpire says, hurry up, son. Get on with it. He's going to go out to the defensive side of the ground, outer side. Burke, looking for Burke, can't bring it to ground. Comes off hands. Bryant breaks tackle, one tackle, runs around, sees a delivery in the middle to Podner. Good vision there from Bryant. Delivers to Podner. 45 he'll kick from goal, probably nearly close to 50. With this breeze and what he's done already, sure chance, Grub.
Oh, he's a chance from here, all right. Don't worry about that.
Corio defence having trouble keeping up at the minute, Grub. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, they're just starting to flounder a little bit. Mind you, North are using the ball a lot better than they were.
Good point.
The Dennis Lilly run up. Blake Podner comes in and will kick from 50. Struck it solidly. Umpire does not move, and that will be Blake Podner's fourth goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, some interesting moves going on as Hollands gets a tap down to Podner, dropped a footy, play on, said the umpire. That's a good tackle there by Watts. Made no effort to get rid of the footy. Umpire, well, that's a good decision because who was it? Barry O'Toole tried to use his strength and it wasn't enough. And free kick Brady Watts out wide. Here go North again. Luizzi, a chip inboard. That's not a good kick, but gee, it might end up all right. It's at full forward. North, handball comes out in their forward line to advantage. Try to be picked up there, McConaughey. He looks for the boundary. 7 goals the first half. So kick 5 already in 17 minutes in this quarter as Clark does the ruck work. Taps it to advantage. Luizzi, handball. That's good. Parker runs goalwards. Has a pot shot on the left foot. That's why he's been kicking out of full back.
Goes again out to that defensive side of the ground looking for Berg and finding him deep in the pocket. Berg looking upfield. Gee, there's not a lot of options. Stewart might be your best chance. That's the direction he heads in. Heads up to big Mark Stewart. Hollands goes with him, but Stewart just too big and over the top takes the mark. Gives a little handball give off. I think that might have been to Laurie, who goes wide around the wing looking for Hunter. Hunter can't take the mark. A good spoil from the North Geelong player, I think, in Schwennerson, and the ball has gone out of bounds. Centre wing, outer side of the ground.
Beautiful spoil. That could be Danny Frawley's golden fist.
So they move up. Umpire gets to the ball, throws it back in. Stewart and Hollands. Third man up over the top was a Corio player. I think it might have been in Hayes. Again over the top. Comes forward looking for Burke, but strong use of the body there. Comes on the outer side and it'll be Daniel Andrews for North Geelong. Kicks the ball back to centre wing, the near side. Troy leading in the race for the ball, as does Schwennerson. Picked up by Kane Schwennerson, kicks forward looking for Clark. Takes a mark and muffs it. Cornwell breaks a tackle for Corio. Is it going to stay in the ground? No, it's not. Unfortunately, kick back in, finds Troy. Troy, half forward flank, takes a bounce, then drives the ball long. It's a one-on-one contest for Briggy, but he can't get there. Does look a little bit laboured in his work. Comes off hands. Hayes there with the ball, gets rid of it. Ball, says the crowd. Play on, says the umpire. They don't like it whatsoever. Back to Hayes. He's going to go out wide looking for Berg. Berg versus Luizzi. Berg by foot, triples it along the ground, and again just working it up to the outer side of the ground. He's got it outside the 50-metre arc, and the ball will go out of bounds.
Good work there by Berg. Got the ball a long way up. Wade, I think, just a shepherd at the last moment. Good teamwork. So the ball out of bounds, just outside 50, half forward flank for North Geelong, kicking to the southern end in this quarter. Hollands, outpointed by Stewart on that occasion, takes the ball, kicks it towards centre wing. Player perhaps held without it, Percheck. Play on, said the umpire, picks it up, goes towards half forward, and Burke Shane, great mark in front of his body. Runs towards the centre half forward position, which is where he should be, and finds Baker. Good mark overhead. Decided to play on. Not a good move, as the ball now is at full forward. Hardman. Good tackle on Burke. Jason as well.
Got a one, he got
off for a much earned breather, I'd suggest. He's blowing a bit as well as Hewan now moves in. It's not a bad looking kick off the boot. I don't think it's quite going to make the distance, but great mark in the last line of defence by Brady Watts. Big mark for a fellow of his inches. Gets it out to Jones. Jones now. The lead. That's a great control kick. Finds de Blasio, centre wing. Could have gone anyway. Now, I don't know about that. Handball. Swenison into trouble. Back to Jones. Went without the footy. Does well. Gets a handball back to Swenison. Now another handball to Luizzi. Back to Swenison. He wants to get rid of it. Podner, he won't get caught. Does well. Now the kick towards half forward. All Corio back there. Great mark. Derek Fitzsimmons back of the pack. And outpointed was there 4 Corio blokes in that little pack.
Pretty much.
And Fitzsimmons read it very, very well. And from 25 metres out, 45-degree angle, the opportunity to increase the North Geelong lead. So good work. Out in front of our broadcast position, the North players didn't panic. Podner was showing maturity much beyond his years as Fitzsimmons has the shot from that position and
really dents your confidence. It was good play, and I think Podner's nearly best on the ground.
Yeah, he's playing very well.
Ball comes in. Holland's got the ball down, but it came off hands, and it was Cornwell, I think, driven the ball long into attack for the Corio side, but going back there is Reynolds and take a strong mark for North Geelong, last line of defence. He's going to take it out the defensive side of the ground, and the ball goes out to Parker. He'll bring the ball back in the middle, takes a bounce, runs easily off Ricky Lazarick, brings the ball into the middle of the ground and finds Bryant. I think that might be out there. No, it was Hardiman, in fact. Hardiman with the ball, comes off hands to Jones. Jones gives a little give. Trouble. Comes around to Brady Watts. Brady Watts, he's in the centre half forward. He could kick this goal. He's gone long, but it's going to go across the face. Minor score.
Well, there's your do in the first half.
Yeah. So Cornwall now kicking for Corio towards half forward. Good defensive work. Hollands there. Couldn't get to the ball to mark it, but gets it to ground. Good pick up there for Corio by Smith. Smith, long kick to, I was going to say nowhere, but Jason Burke. Fantastic mark in the contest on that occasion. Goes long to the goal square. Lazarick's in good position.
He missed it.
He put it on the left foot from 2 metres out. In fact, he's got a free kick and
played on and goal. Now you're going to make him come back.
So, just to paint the picture, the ball fell behind the 2 players. Lazarick picked it up, was tackled in the opinion of the
penalty.
I think Brent Swenison might have told the umpire what he thought of the decision, actually.
He did.
And to his detriment, because Rick Lazarick now just off a step has kicked his foot.
Back into the middle. Ruck flies. Hollands, though, will get the tap down. Comes off hands. Tries to get back in underneath it. Berg for Corio will pick up. Tucks the ball under the arm. Takes a run. Drills a kick in forward. It was too strong for Lazarick. Coming out, though, and around the corner is that O'Toole. Brings the ball in forward. Looking for his Corio opponent. Luizzi's there. He can't. Berg out of the middle of the air. That's twice he's flung the foot at a ball. Burke. Big contest. Shane Burke drives the ball through. Good solid work there. Back there by Reynolds, I think that was. Comes off hands to Watts. To Bryant by hand. Out to Luizzi on the wing. Slows the pace of the game down just a touch. Accidental trip in there. Play on, says the umpire. Tangle of feet. Comes off hands. Parker with the ball. Gets a kick away. Podner, can he make it? Yes, of course he can. Playing a brilliant game is Podner. Right in front of the social club. Right in front. Can he kick the ball from there? Brings a long driving kick in. He can kick the distance. Long kick, but it's a minor score with the trip.
I think the only one that didn't was the poor old umpire. How could he not? It was an accidental, but it's still a trip.
Yes, Cornwall does the kicking in, looking for and not able to find Ruck. Can't take the mark. There's another.
There's a Troy. You can't allow him to do that.
So at the 27-minute mark of the quarter, ball thrown in once again. Ruckman neither really get a touch on the footy. Barry O'Toole, defensive handball, went to Parker. He gets a handball further. I think the North played a lot of footy, has he? Only a couple of weeks back. And running on ball, I think he'd find hard work as Hollands gets a tap down to Watts. He drops the footy. Troy, it's pretty tough in under that pack. Come on, umpire, get a free kick out of that. However, we go on. Goes to Laurie. He kicks it towards centre wing. Reynolds, good defensive stuff. Comes to ground. Fletcher, handball. It was good in the finish because he got the handball back. Now chip over the top. Swenison will need to take the mark, and he does. And now plays on quickly now. They started to run. Van Creeken runs into the open goal on the left foot and has kicked the goal. Good work on that occasion by North. They kept the
run out of gas, but such a tough first half on Corio.
50% each of two there as the ruckman flew. Comes off hands. Hun with the ball. Gets the ball away.
That was a great
did you dispose
tackle.
of it correctly? No, you did not dispose of it correctly, Sunshine. And the free kick will go to...
Gee, Scratch is puffing. Look at him.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Troy gives the ball off to Van Creeken. Van Creeken drives the ball forward, but Utaki leads in the race for the ball. He gets it away. Cleaned up back there by Wade. Wade by foot will go up long up the wing looking for Hune.
Brilliant performance by the youngest bloke, Podner, and they've all lifted.
Ruck will get the they get the tap down to advantage, comes off hands, kick forward. O'Toole leading out there. No, it was Jason Burke leading out there in the race for the ball. Perchek, can he get a burst of speed on? He does. Drives the ball into attack. It's a one-on-one contest. Oh, great work, de Blasio. Oh, there she goes. It was a two-man contest. The ball's going to come back to Burke.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Both holding on to each other.
Yeah.
Good work by de Blasio, I thought. But he's paid the penalty, and Jason Burke has a free kick. He will kick 45 degrees. Probably will kick just about from the 50-metre line. It will need to be a good kick into this wind. So in he comes. Crosses the 50 right now. From 45. Kicks through it strongly. Going across the face. Not going to quite make the distance. Oh, over the back. If you don't mind, I think was Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter's taken the mark. Didn't make the distance. Wind did hold it up, so it shows how much that wind is holding the ball up.
It does, yeah.
Hunter with the ball. He's on the acutest of angles. He's going to have to go around the corner here to make something of this. Bryant making sure he doesn't step too far off the mark. A little bit of gossip again, trying to achieve what Sam Clark did at the other end. He goes around the corner, kicks it. Goal umpire theatrics. I'm going with it's a goal.
It's a goal, all right.
That is
Absolutely.
They can't give another one away now.
In the middle, Hollands and Ruck, 50-50. Good second effort for North. Comes down to Bryant. Takes his time, round the body, towards half forward. Watts is coming up. Oh,
no, you again.
Going to pay that one?
Unfortunately, he dropped the mark as the siren sounded, so no comment from the North Geelong bench. At three-quarter time, it is 14-14.
The ball goes up. Stewart back on the ground. Hollands, though, will get the best of that one. Comes off hands. O'Toole dives on top of the ball.
Out of both of them as the ball thrown in. Stewart to Barry O'Toole. Too low for Baker. He does pick the footy up, gets a handball out to Parker, back to Lazarick, now to O'Toole. They're mucking around with a bit Corio, but now they've got that's a great lead, great mark. Perchek, the lead, great mark. Hunter, he's taken a couple of good marks. He's got a fair bit of padding on the thigh as he goes towards the full forward position. Oh, just too easy for Jason Burke. Already 4.
Hune might be here.
Oh, I beg your pardon, it is Hune. Well, he's got 2, and gee, they look very similar when they're coming towards you. He's probably 25 metres closer than the goal he kicked on the half-time siren.
Yeah.
Very similar angle, so he knows where it's got to go from there. So a goal here to start the last quarter, fantastic for Corio, and unfortunately he's gone right across the face. Only 2.5 minutes gone.
So Luke Parker, I think, with the ball down there indeed at full back, will bring the ball back into play. A long lead from Schwenison Brett, and he will mark the ball in the pocket right in front of the social club. Hollands gives him a lead, ignores that one. Looking for an option. Umpire says please get on with it, and then eventually he does go to Hollands. A short kick, only probably just 15. Hollands wedged still back into this pocket. Needs to get the ball out and into attack. Brings it up to the wing position in front of the broadcast position at Barry O'Toole's the only one there that takes a park with about 7 players standing around him. Or there's a gap here in the middle. There's an opportunity for the Corio boys, and it's in the hands of Shane Burke. True centre-half forward position. The man on the mark is Luizzi standing on the 50-metre arc, so he'll kick from better than probably 55.
It's about where Podner kicked one from.
Indeed. Shane Burke directly in front. Kicks through the ball beautifully. Is it going to hold its line? I do not think it is. He's missed it. He's gone to the minor side. So 11-10, 76.
I think.
So Reynolds to kick in for North Geelong. Not too sure where to go. Decides to go to the defensive side. It's a good control kick. Mark not taken there by de Blasio. Does well at ground level. Gets a handball away. Corio with the numbers there. There's a whistle on play. Couldn't see what that was for.
He paid a high one. I couldn't see it.
I think it was a Joel Selwood special. I think
Oh,
the
was it?
legs dropped out from underneath him and up went the arm.
So it looks a bit like Perchek, doesn't it, away over there?
Yes, it is indeed.
So,
Green boots.
so Perchek, man on the mark, right on the boundary line, 40 metres from the goal face. Moves in. Be a very good kick from there. He's certainly he's hit it pretty well.
Missed it.
Unfortunately, hasn't quite created North Geelong, Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 5 minutes gone.
Repeat from 30 seconds ago. Reynolds brings the ball in, looking for Hollands, but can't find it. I think it was one of the Burks might have taken the mark there and delivers to the other one. That is Jason who has taken the mark. 30 metre, 25 metres out, directly in front. And given his goal kicking today, he'll be coming in for his 5th. He should put it through. Really, Hollands didn't make that contest at all, did he?
No, didn't get there. Ball dropped on him.
So that win perhaps having an effect again. So, Jason Burke moving in. Little kick from 30, directly in front. A very deliberate approach. Kicks through the ball, umpire runs across, minor score again. Oh, they're wasting their opportunity.
Get out of the defensive 50.
No, they can't. When they do look out, they'll run and run.
So Parker now decides to chip it short, finds Troy. That's a courageous kick. Now goes back to the goal square to Parker. Now Parker, where's he going to go? Comes inboard slightly to Van Creeken. Van Creeken's got Swenison clear. His kick is not good. Swenison does pick it up. It's great tackle, great tackle. And umpire very slow with the whistle, but did pay holding the ball, and I think a fair decision.
Yep.
So Brent Swenison couldn't get around the tackle, and it was a great tackle for the Corio side by Hunter. Now he's got the shot. Outside 50, outside the boundary, will be a very big kick, even to get to the goal square. It's a big kick, all right. It'll be at the goal square, very close to it. Big jump there as the North players through, just bundle it through for another behind.
How many behinds in a row do they need to get to hit the front?
Another 19.
A few more. 11, 13, 79 Corio, 14, 14, 98 North, Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, 6.5 minutes gone.
Parker chip kick comes into Fletcher, who then gives it back by hand to Parker. He then goes with a handball to de Blasio, back to Parker, working up that outer side, and again the kick, poor. I think is it Cornwall's chipped in there, kicks long for goal, and that is on the full.
That might have been the left-footed Burke, I reckon, from
Left-footed
outside
Burke, was
50.
it? Right across the face of goal. So ball comes out. I think it's Lockie Wright leading in the race for ball for North Geelong. He gets the ball up in front of the broadcast position. Comes to Watts. Watts off hands. Then gives a little Shepherd back to Wright. Good running by Lockie Wright. He drives the ball up into the half-forward position looking for Kane Swenison. Drops it but does his own work, gives to Fitzsimmons, gives to Wright, but it was too quick for him. Lazarick comes in there for Corio. Lewitzi underneath, possibly a little bit high. He played some sort of a slinging move.
I know people can't see this on the radio, but he
He did that slinging motion.
like he was chopping weeds in the garden.
Ball's come to
I don't
Hardeman.
know what that means.
It was a free kick anyway.
Little chip ball then's come to Hardeman off from Lewitzi. Hardeman has the ball just inside the 50-metre arc. He's going to have a go at it. Kicks through it. It's a good kick of the footy. It's a good kick. It's going to hold up in the breeze over the top off hands. 79 Corio on the Smith Holden Blood Suzuki scoreboard. 8 minutes gone.
Laurie sling tackle. Is what he paid.
All right. So Laurie back at the fullback position, gets the ball nearly to the middle. North Geelong players fighting one another, trying to get the footy. Finally comes out to Luigi, and the fact that Luigi's taken the mark, it gets a good shepherd. Oh, the kickers have to be good. Holland's made it good. Moved very well for a young tall fellow, and reached the one hand out to take the mark. The handball goes to Key quickly. Key long towards the goal square. Ball dropped quite dramatically, and mark taken in defence for the Corio side. That's a disgraceful kick.
Parker, was it?
It's gone in the quarter. Ball about to come in. Stewart, well, didn't do too much toward getting the ruck work, but roved it pretty well. Gets the kick towards half forward. Parker, good mark in the defensive half for North Geelong. That's a better kick he's looking for, and providing he takes a mark, and Watts did, made good position. It was a good kick to position. Now he chips it back inboard to Hartman. Second half, I think he's played a bit better, Grubby. The handball is absolutely atrocious. Put poor old Jonesy under enormous pressure as the ball now comes towards centre wing. Bryant Handball out, Fletcher. Well, he's been outpaced and outmuscled by a couple of opponents. Oh, a good tackle there by Hollands. Now the ball's out in the clear. Corio with a chance. Lee Hardman. I'll tell you what, he's tested the hamstring out here. That's great pace. Catches up to Baker, but Baker got around him. Now it goes towards half forward. Mark not taken by Hune. Oh, Reynolds, terrific work. Only as far, about a 9 metre kick. Baker has paid the mark by the umpire. So he kicks it now towards centre half forward. Good, clash of players there. Two North Geelong players come down. The crumb came to McConaughey for
Bryant deep in the pocket of the backline for North Geelong. Comes to Luizzi. Luizzi gives a handball. Oh, he's got himself into trouble now, but he comes back to Bryant. Is he good enough? Yes, he is. Gets the kick up to the wing. Is it going to stay in line? No, it's not, is it? Umpire says...
Hang on, he's just a kid, you blokes. Let him go.
This is the worst umpire I've ever seen.
Well, we've got lots of silence here. You might have been able to hear it through the mic because we're trying to work out what's going on, but the way they behave towards that kid...
I've got no idea. And unfortunately, neither is he.
Yeah, the young fella is on the line.
You know what?
Yeah.
I reckon it was out in the full. He marked it on this side of the
I
line.
thought he did too. Ball's come to Luizzi. So Luizzi has the ball now for North Geelong after that bit of a restart. Oh, too close to the man on the mark. Good work there by Barry O'Toole. Luizzi comes. Oh, that's a little bit high, I would suggest. And Parker comes in with a very late tackle. Frustration born there. But that's not the sort of discipline that Corio need. Luizzi will bring the ball forward. Up high it goes. Comes off hands. Big pack of players. Comes to Watts. He can't get the ball out. Little bit of spike contention coming into the game. Little high one. No, umpire says I will have it and we will ball it up with the 12-minute mark of this last quarter.
Yes, umpires need to take control, pay a free kick if it's there. As the ball comes down to ground, Lazaric picked up the crumbs through the pack towards half forward. Diving forward is Berg for Corio. Little handball to Barry O'Toole. Forced onto his left foot, goes towards half forward. Fletcher and others go for the footy at ground level. It's come out for North Geelong. See, that's not a good kick from Andrews, and the ball almost taken away. Andrews butters up to recover the situation. Handball to Reynolds, put him under all sorts of pressure. Drop the footy. No, said the... Can he repeat the dose? If he does, we've got game on. Moves in. I reckon he's kicked around the body to try to get distance, and in fact has missed everything. No, he was put it down. 11-14-80. That's Corio, 14-15-99, North Geelong. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
They're on here.
13.5 minutes gone.
They're on
First
here.
player here, Brian, up the outside wing. He comes now, leading the lead. Can't quite get the Schwinnis and comes off hands. Clark in underneath. Podner doing his hard work as usual. Gets the ball to advantage. Watts picks up the ball. Little give back to Podner. Centres it back into the middle of the ground. Parker's there, but he's not going to be able to get to it. Van Creeken provides the shepherd. Ball comes back in, and Key will take the mark. 25 metres
could be the ball game.
25 metres from goal, about virtually straight in front.
I reckon Swennis and the handball over to Van Creeken runs in an open goal. Would have made sure of it.
Yeah, he would have.
So that Key comes in, kicks through it. Good enough. Yes, it is. So that will be as well.
So in the middle, Hollands and Ruck. Ball comes to ground. Good work by Perchek. That gets a kick towards half forward. But Andrews not too sure where to go. Handball to Van Creeken, the better, the left footer. Van Creeken towards half forward. Oh, that's a great contested mark by Bryant. He's had a pretty good day. Decides to run on, kick long towards full forward. Clark, got around his opponent, tried to feel body on body, and Clark stepped sideways and he missed him.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Terrific mark by Sam Clark. He's kicked 4 so far. And 30 metres out, no angle to speak of, an opportunity for goal number 5. And maybe they're just going to recover their poise, North Geelong, as we come towards the end of the game. That's no doubt about that one. Sam Clark has kicked his 5th. And
throws the ball up. Ruck v Hollands. No one gets it. Goes straight to ground. Perchek will come up with the ball. Probably taken a little bit high. Taken to ground. You're going to need to get rid of it, son. Or it's going to be that sort of free kick. And so Van Creeken will come up with the ball. Solid tackle. He's played a good game, Van Creeken. Play on now, what's going on? Play on, they say. Van Creeken does play on. He goes out wide.
I think a whistle went somewhere.
Ball games to right. Right gets the ball to Key. Deep in the pocket, right in front of the cricket nets here at the Barclay Oval. Daniel Key brings the ball in now. Goes along, kick forward. Over the mark you went, Sunshine. That will be 50-metre penalty. The man that infringed there was a Cheney. And that... So Key... Unless he makes a complete stuff up of it. He's been brought round onto a tighter angle. Umpire gives him the all clear, and he goes and he takes a step out off the angle straight away. There you go. Daniel Key comes in, kicks truly. That will be his second.
So back in the middle, ball goes up. Swenison doing the ruck route, beaten by Ruck on that occasion. Corio get the clearance, goes towards half forward. Andrews will tackle on Hune, didn't have the footy. He breaks another tackle. Little left foot kick. Great work. Brody Watts running with the flight of the footy, takes the mark, plays on quickly to de Blasio. Took his eyes off the footy, picks it up. Handball Van Creeken. Another handball from Van Creeken is not as good as the other one, and play seemed to have stopped there, but it finally comes back to Corio through Hunter at half forward. Can't take the footy. Good work there by Reynolds. Reynolds to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons, control kick to Hartman. Takes the mark ahead of Cornwall. Now decides to run. Come on, umpire. Why can't he do that? That's being rather pedantic. Took the mark, jumped to his feet and played on. Now I thought that was part of footy.
Well, it looked to me like he come from behind the mark, but obviously the umpire didn't think so.
But if he's on the mark,
It's from behind the mark.
so decides to goes towards half forward. Podner pushed out by Laurie, comes back very hard on the footy, gets thrown to the ground after the ball leaves his hands, but play on. Mark taken. Cornwall for Corio. Centre wing goes to the middle of the ground. Terrible kick, and Lazarick almost made it good. Coming in to Swenison, handball to Reynolds, back to Swenison. His tackle without the footy. No, said the umpire. Gee, they're letting the whistle. I think they've lost the whistles. Ball goes to full forward. Stewie can't take the mark. Barry O'Toole staged it, didn't get it. Now North, can they bring it away as they pick it up? It's a terrible kick from de Blasio straight into the arms of McConaughey. He just tips it forward. Barry O'Toole, in amongst two North Geelong defenders, stood his ground, took the chest mark. Barry O'Toole, the opportunity here to kick a goal for the Corio side, but at 20 minutes in the quarter, it's probably too little too late. But we're nearly behind this kick from Barry O'Toole. There's no theatrics, so he certainly missed it. Behind for North Geelong. Smith's holding Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 21 minutes gone.
Parker brings the ball back into Swenison, right in front of the social stand yet again. 50-metre arc defensively. Brings the ball, horrible kick by Swenison, and that's going to dribble out of bounds.
To his coach.
He's kicked it to his coach. His coach has got a kick, does a spin. Beautiful work.
He's still got it.
He's still got a doggy. Fantastic. Boundary umpire will bring the ball back in right in front of the North Geelong box. In she comes, Watts in there, and Hollands, though, will get the ball down. Van Creeken working hard through the bottom, trying to get it through to Perchek. He runs on with the ball. Van Creeken still with him, Perchek. Good work there by Perchek, soldiered hard through it. Comes through the play. Again, Perchek comes on at de Blasio, though, too good for him. Reynolds gets the ball, kicks it clean. Doggy's got another kick. He missed that one. He's handed the ball off. He's
been switched to the other side with that goal, so that's a good move.
Yeah, well done.
Good idea. So ball comes off hands, Ruck with the ball, gets the ball down, comes to McConaughey and then to Kane Hayes. Hayes drives the ball long, he's looking for O'Toole, using his body but can't bring the ball to ground. Comes off hands, de Blasio again for North Geelong, solid defence, goes out wide on the outer side of the ground. I think that might be to Andrews. Andrews drives the ball long, up the wing, looking for Hardman. It's a race in two. Player didn't have the ball then.
Throw!
And that was a throw.
One-handed throw, without a doubt in the world.
Good pick by the umpire there.
That was indeed on me. The ball's gone to right. Little give off to Reynolds. Reynolds now sees Podner lead on the half-forward flank. Gee, he's played well today, Podner. He turns, sees a kick long, strong lead from Bryant, is it? Yes, it is. Bryant will mark the ball right on the 50-metre arc. Doesn't muck around, sees the lead, but it's a shocking kick, and it ends up in the hands of the Corio player.
So Corio towards the middle of the goal. Perchek, great mark under real pressure, stood his ground and took it ahead of Swenison. Now Barry O'Toole is hitting the clear, hasn't got the pace to run away. He's tackled, does get the ball to boot quickly. Oh, look, Parker might be for the Corio side. Up high on that occasion was Burke. Comes to Swenison, the ball picked up by Hoon, has a pot shot from 35 metres out. Don't know whether he had to kick to himself. He's not kicking the ball in, but goes across the face of goal.
It was out in the full.
So it goes to Reynolds. Reynolds to Luizzi. Luizzi now, I think the sting's gone, Grubby, out of the game.
Yeah, it has.
So goes across the face of goal. Dangerous kick. Fletcher can't take the mark. He gets some assistance there from Swenison. Ball comes out. Parker. They're going half pace now. Parker now. Handball to Luizzi. Luizzi to Fletcher, who's running. Fletcher now has one bounce. Decides to kick the ball. He kicks it towards half forward. And Mark dropped on that occasion by Parker for Corio. Heads towards the boundary with it. That's a free kick to Corio. Watts, pretty ordinary tackle on that occasion. And he got sucked in nicely there. As
Hutchison.
No, Cheney had a little bit to say to Watts. And Watts gave him a little bit of a help to go back to get to the mark. Unfortunately, it's a 50-metre. Oh, it won't be Brian Land. I think that's about 40 yards. So Achini now, just forward of centre wing for Corio. 25 minutes gone in the quarter. Decides to kick long towards the goal square, looking for Stewart in the square. Big pack of players there. Comes to front of the pack, and it's Watts who just gave the 50 away. Takes the ball. He's had 3 bounces. He lopes towards half back, has a 4th bounce. Now decides to chip the ball, and that's good play. Gets it out of the zone to Lucchini. It's marked there by Ross. So out of trouble at the 25.5 minute mark. 11-15 Corio trail North 17-15.
Kicks up to the half forward flank, high fly by Parker from Corio. Conditions would be sapping, fairly warm indeed out there. In comes the ball, comes over the back. Shane Burke can't bring the ball to ground. Comes off hands though by Corio. I think that might have been Hoon who's got the ball away, looking for Stewart. Can't get there, that big Stewie, and Hollands drops in front of him and takes a solid mark. He sends the ball out sideways. That is Andrews with the ball. He'll go up wide to the wing. Burke leading in the race for the ball. That is Shane Burke, and he will mark the ball on the outer wing for Corio to send them back into attack. Big long kick again, looking for Stewart, but he just hasn't got the mobility to get to the contest the way Hollands does, and Hollands is just running off him. So he goes round, turns him inside out. Hollands heads back up the wing, takes one on and another. Oh, he's going to be in a bit of trouble here, Hollands, if he doesn't get rid of it. Taps it out, comes back to Reynolds. Reynolds sees Luizzi in the middle, but the kick is not good enough. Oh, but Baker waited for it too. So Baker waited for it. He's leading in the race for the ball against Fletcher. Is Fletcher good enough? No, he said you impeded. Baker got your hands involved. Baker very lucky to get that free.
Yeah, that's not a free kick. Both players are going for the ball. They miss ones up here, and they pay silly little free kicks like that. One bloke got thrown off the ball before.
So the player called to play on by the umpire, tackled by Bryant, does get a kick towards half forward, and that's got to be nearly holding the ball. And the umpire, what has he given?
Yeah, holding the ball.
This fella, he must like to hear his whistle.
He's given it to Corio.
What? They're holding the balls the other way. This bloke doesn't know which way is right, which way is wrong.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. And
ring the geesh. Yeah. We need to ring the geesh. He's got to apologise for that one on Saturday. On Monday, I should say.
So Perchek has got a charity free kick, should have been against him, and we'll probably have a shot from goal. Man on the mark, 45 metres out. Perchek now. So pretty ordinary kick off the boot. In fact, that should not score. But the 17 North Geelong, Smith Holden Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard if we tick past 28 minutes.
So Andrews had the ball, comes in, rang a long way, goes to Fletcher, who's going to go backwards now. That could be slightly dangerous.
It would have been
good enough with De Blasio. Gets the ball forward, looking for Luizzi, can't get there. Corio to clean up via Baker. Baker's just stayed inside the ground. Boundary umpire blows the ball, but it doesn't matter because there is the final siren. North Geelong running out winners 17-15, 117.
I'm here to tell you how football is strong.